Hello. Okay, I knew this would be too bright. Forgot to turn my light on until after I had already set up my camera. So let me turn down how bright that is. I'm pale, but I'm not quite that pale. Happy Saturday. How's it going? I know I said I probably wouldn't be streaming this month, but I am still making a few projects. So I figured I might as well just sew them with you. So, you can join in the fun. You can spectate. How are you guys? So I know this is probably not what you expected me to make, but I'm going to make a little flag, just like an ornamental little flag to hang out in front of my mailbox. I'm getting excited about voting season. And I did make a little, I just like wung a pattern. If there's a tense for winging and wung it, I wung it. I kept it to the proportions of the regulation sizes so it wouldn't look too out of whack. But I haven't made it yet, so we're going to test it here today. And then I have the pattern notes here for you. Here you go. Hey, Malin. Malin, you're always the first to say hello. Hey, Eliza. So here we go. This is my pattern. I haven't used this scene in a while, so hopefully you can hear me and everything looks okay. So it's pretty easy to cut out because it's basically only 3 sizes, 13 by 1.5, 22 by 1.5, and then you got 7.5 by 9.5. So I ended up using fat quarters for the red and white because I went and bought it because I was there and I wanted my fabrics to kind of go together. And a fat quarter isn't quite wide enough to do that 22-inch cut. So mine's going to be a little bit shorter on one end, and I'm fine with that. It's whatever. It's an experiment. I don't think it's going to last that long outside because I'm using cottons and stuff. But, it's just something for the season. And serendipitously, in the States here, it's Labor Day weekend, which a lot of people hang flags up for. Yeah. I missed you guys. Ray, I was going to email you and say I'm going to be live. Just so you knew. You've been catching up on all of the old videos, and I'm loving all your comments. It's so fun. I'm getting lots of comments lately, which is really great. Someone said that the Love to Sew podcast shared me recently, and I don't know why and what for, so I'm going to have to go check that out. So if you're new here, welcome. Typically, I'm not making a flag. I'm usually making clothing. And if you're new to me, I've been sewing for a really long time. Over 30 years, probably 35 years now, I think. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. And I started really begrudgingly. And I did go to fashion school, and I majored in fashion design with a production emphasis. I worked in the garment industry primarily as a pattern drafter and designer, and I did all the tech editing, grading, all that stuff. I really like that kind of stuff. And then I had my own business, doing that freelance for a long time, for like 11 years, 10 or 11 years. So I had like every kind of project you can imagine, which was terrifying, fun, hard, funny. Like I have some good stories with that. And then I had my own business, designing and manufacturing my own line of bags and knitting accessories called Chicken Boots. And a lot of people know me from that because that actually ended up being a really great business for me. And because of production issues and because of a huge fire here, I did not lose anything in the fire, but for long reasons, I decided to put that on hold, and I'm making all those into home sewing patterns currently while I live stream. This was something I started on the side just to help people sew. So that's my really quick synopsis of my 30-year career. And this is what I do. I do this mostly because I'm hoping that this will sustain me as far as like being able to help other people and be involved in the sewing community. I love being busy. So that's what I'm doing. Hey, Barbara. Yeah, right? Oh, is that what it was? That's cool. Hand-painted flamingos. Oh my gosh. That sounds like you were playing a prank. Didn't take you for the prankster. So, as a great, oh, that's great. That's really nice. I'm really glad they did that. That's very nice of them. That's a good podcast too. Hey, Sydney. How are the kittens? If you're new to live streams, I don't even know if there's really a bunch of new folks here, but if you are new and you haven't chatted, or if you've never seen a live stream before, you do need to be logged into YouTube to be able to chat with us. And then there's also a little toggle at the top of the chat window called, it says top chat or live chat, and we're learning that you need to have live chat enabled, otherwise you only see part of the messages and it won't make sense. So I just learned this too. But we love it when you chat with us. Don't be afraid. I know everyone seems really comfortable. It's already chatting here, but just say hi and tell us what you're making, or, you know, if you don't like what I'm doing, please tell me. I really like to interact with you, and I really like that kind of feedback to kind of, it's really good. It's good for me too. I think about my early streams and the things I sewed, and I feel like I would sew them differently now, you know, so we're always changing and kind of adapting. So all abilities and people are welcome here. So anywho, I thought I'd share also that I was one of the people that ordered that cotton, the cotton face mask panel designed by Ruby Star Society. And I don't know if you guys got to see, it was really hard to see what it looked like on Instagram, so I just thought I'd show you what it looks like up close, because I was kind of curious too. I'm not even sure I'll use this for face masks, because some of these prints are really cute, and I don't really need, I have so many right now cut out. I've sewn. I've been actually changing my pattern, and I may give it to you guys again because I'm having trouble breathing with the one I had. So, yeah, really fun kitty news, exactly. Hi, Elizabeth. Nice to see you. Kittens are troublemakers. They always will be. I'm loving hearing all the kitten stories. It's more of like a ha. But they're endless entertainment. So anyway, I think you can make, I want to say you can make 20 masks with this if you use another fabric for the back, or 10 masks if you use, you know, like this on the front and this on the back. So there's the shaped kind, and then there's the kind of one that I had made originally. So anyway, yes, that is my mask panel. I bought 2 of them. I may just make them up. I don't know. Yeah, right, Elizabeth. I know. I was already going to sew a few things this month, and I figured I might as well just include you guys. We have a chair that was a floor model, and the bottom cloth covering had a hole in it. Oh. They love those little nooks and crannies. You know, honestly, a box and a wadded up piece of paper are the best kitten toys for like months, you know? So, yeah, we need a pic. We really need a pic. At least put it in your Instagram stories or something. I think you can post a link here, but I don't know how you do that. So, bad habits, exactly. So, again, I'll share my winging it pattern here. I just want a little flag to hang out on my mailbox. I'm getting excited about voting season, and yeah, so I'm gonna do. So basically, you just need 4 red stripes that are 13 by 1.5 and 3 white that are the same size, and then 3 red and white of the 22 by 1.5, and then 1 blue piece. So you got a serger. Woohoo! Congratulations, Terry. I can't wait to hear what you think of it and how you use it, because I have a feeling you will find your own way of using that serger. You know what I mean? Like, I think like, because the kind of sewing you like to do, I feel like you're going to put it to good use, and it's not going to be like what everyone else uses it for. You're not going to like reinvent it. I'm not saying that, but you know, like, I feel like you're going to find some really good uses for it. So I can't wait to hear what you do with it. I am so dehydrated today. Not dehydrated, actually. It's just so smoky here. It's so bad. It was like almost getting better, and now it's so bad. And it's worse here in Chico, which is weird because I think it's just the way that the land is shaped here. It kind of collects, you know? And our my fan was on all night, and I usually put it on a timer. It's just like, ugh, so dry. Okay, so here's my, I think I'm gonna make 2 flags, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna just put them back to back, or if I'm going to just make 2 separate flags and maybe give one to my parents. I don't know if they want one or not, but I like making and giving things all the time. And then I was thinking, ooh, maybe we can do grommets. We've never done that before. And then I was looking at all the crazy hardware I have from sample bins, from going to trade shows. And I was like, why would I do grommets when I can just do something like this? Because I haven't done a grommet in like 20 years. So I don't know if the grommets I have are even like okay anymore, and if I have the hardware. So sorry, I don't have that tutorial for you today. So here's my fabrics. I have kind of two themes here. This is like a tone-on-tone white print. It's got like dots and stripes. It's really hard to see. So this one's more like red and white and blue. And this one's more got a cream background. So this is my plan. And I like my white stripes here have a tone-on-tone print that's faces. So I love that. Yeah. Terry is our overachiever, exactly. We love you, Terry. And then I just have this leftover, ironically this is a leftover piece of canvas from when I had my freelance business. I remember it was a client that did chef's uniforms, and that was her fabric. All right, I'm gonna put that there. I think I need to change my thread too. Oh, okay, you had the link on your phone. Okay. Oh, that's funny. It's not even showing up. It's not even like deleting it. Yeah. You know what I'm thinking I might do today? I think I'm going to bring home my home machine, and I'm going to just start sewing knits on it at home. I kind of was really inspired by the underwear streams to do some other knitwear, but just with my home machine and not my serger. Isn't that funny? I really loved using that twin needle. It was really fun. And I have a couple of like sleep tank tops I'd like to I just like to make a few. You think you deleted it? Whoops. Gotta love technology. So I have uploaded a new YouTube video. Thanks everyone for watching it. I can't believe how many views it's already gotten, and it's on how to set in a sleeve. So I just made a dedicated nice short video on how to set in a sleeve. And I have a couple more coming. I've already recorded and edited. I'm just going to space them out a little bit. I'm going to have one on sewing a yoke. Why do I want this? What the heck? There's a little magnet on here, and I was like, why isn't it catching? Sewing a yoke, not the burrito method, because I don't actually know that, I don't actually know how to do the burrito method. I hate to say it. I'm sure it's no problem. Once I saw it, I'd be like, oh, okay. I think it's really similar to how I do it. So it's just a different way to sew your clean finish, your yoke on the inside of a shirt. And then I'm going to have another one with a collar and collar stand. And I'm going to have one more on doing that panel of the Charlie Kaftan. So those are my 3 upcoming ones. Sorry, I just got a text on my phone, and I was surprised by it. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to do the short stripes first. Let's sew a little bit here. I've also been busy kind of noodling on my whole like sewing class idea, and I'm going to change up my idea. Okay, so the first stripe is red, just so you guys know. The top stripe is red. And my pattern is 1/4 inch seam allowance. So I'm just going to sew today. You guys chat with me. Tell me what's new with you. Yeah, controlling the raveling with pre-washing with your serger is a great idea. In fact, I actually like that too, because sometimes I can tell something's been pre-washed when I see that serging. I'm like, oh, the store didn't do that. At least I know now I washed that. Because sometimes I will pre-wash it and iron it, and then I can't tell if it's been pre-washed, you know? Oh, cool. Yeah, it's not that bad, Elizabeth, right? If you set it all up and you're like, I got this, you know? Doing the French seam set-in sleeve, that's another video I should put out there. Okay, I can't wait to see this picture, Sydney. Should we just go to Sydney's Instagram and look right now? Well, I won't do that to you, Sydney, actually. Alright. Okay. Oh, wait, it's already looking like a flag. Sorry I don't have flags for other countries. I know this is an international crowd. But it was kind of fun coming up with it, and I am not the first person to do this, but it was surprisingly difficult to find a pattern that was just a straight up flag. It's probably because technically I think that there's some regulation issues when you are making and displaying a flag. So, all right, so where's my other white stripe? Oh, there it is. I was like, oh shoot, I'm already a short one. You're ironing all your seams on your quilt today? Ooh, it turned out really great. Yeah. Yeah, Malin, I know. You know, maybe the sleeve you're trying just has a lot of ease in it. The ones with a lot of ease are pretty hard. Like, I agree. It's a little easier on one that doesn't have quite so much ease, you know? I really hope my pattern works. I'm going to be really embarrassed if it doesn't. There's sometimes you just can't think of everything. It seems really straightforward, and then you go do it and you're like, oh, why did I not think of that? Like when I didn't realize that my width would not work for a fat quarter. I didn't even think of that, you know? You know? I know this is going to go pretty quick, too. Already looks like my cameras hate the red. I'm sorry, you guys. It's going to do some crazy stuff. I noticed this when I did my I did a video recently. I'm gonna set this aside and I'm gonna iron that, and then I'm going to the next one's white, and then I'm going to assemble it all. Just making sure I keep my reds and whites straight though. I gotta find some fabric for the back of my quilt, because I did put it on the calendar for this month so that I can keep doing it. I may even just leave the selvages showing. I really don't mind. It's a visual thing, right? It's not, I'm not entering this into a, you know, into the fair. Not that there's a fair right now. So what have you guys been sewing? I mean, I saw you last week, but what have you guys been making? Oh, yeah, that's true, Elizabeth. You can do that. I think it's okay to do that when you just really want that look, you know? That finish. All right, so we have that, and then it was white, then red. We're building on this one here. I'm trying to keep all my selvages at one end. So if I have to chop it off, it's at the same end. I don't think I have ever hung up a flag before. I need to put my phone down. I just got some really bad news on that phone. Sorry, guys. And I don't want to look at it right now. It's too distracting. All right. This is going really quick. This tone on tone is kind of hard. Like you can see the print. Oh, can you even see the print on this side? But this is the right side. You see the polka dots? This is kind of a cool fabric. You can really feel that ink. They lay it on thick. Could be Dumbbell's Army, yeah. Oh gosh, Barbara, right? Yeah. I pinked all mine and they're still ravelly. I think when you're a knitter and you use the site Ravelry, you can't say Ravelry anymore. Ooh, red top stitching on denim, Terry? That sounds nice. Very snazzy. All right, last one. And I'll do my other one, then we'll iron it. This stream's gonna be like a half hour long. I promise it won't be. I've been kind of like working on like a bunch of videos. I recorded a bunch. That drawer will rattle. I have a little drawer with my bobbins in it and needles. And if it's even out an inch, it rattles. It's so funny how it doesn't rattle when it's pushed in. Okay, so this is ready to be ironed. And then there's like 2 seams left. And now let's do this one. This is my more like modern version. I was really surprised at the amount of flag fabrics that there was. There was a lot. Spoiler alert. Oh, they're for your son? Or are they for you and he picked it out? Work is crazy? Oh yeah. How is that going? You're doing interface for me. Oh. Yeah, walk away, right? Walk away. Okay. Did I get those faces right side up? I think I did actually. You see the faces? They're the same faces on that mask panel. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it good there. I haven't seen that pattern. You know, I did not realize that broad in the seams is Muna and Broad. You know, I think like Instagram could do a better job of reminding you of who's who, so you don't have to click the profile, you know, because I think like there could be just a little bit more under maybe someone's name under their post. Like I don't care about location. You know, like why can't, instead of location, why can't it say something like the person's name or business or something like that, just in case it's someone other than, you know, like Broad in the seams, it could say Muna and Broad under them, right? Or something like that. Under me, it would say like maybe my name, you know, Sarah Me or whatever. Or you could even customize that little tagline. I think that would be really helpful. Or at least let me remind myself why I followed somebody, you know? Oh, the spray start. The Sicily slip dress. Is that a Muna and Broad pattern, Terry? I wouldn't mind having a slip. Yeah, I know, Sydney, right? Lots of steam. But yeah, when I'm hanging out with the friends I've made locally that are sewists, because they're all quilters, they have all kinds of spray starches available to them. Like that's what it's very, and they're just, I don't even think about it. I've never used starch in my life. A blended format, Eliza. So what does that mean? So like some kids are on campus and some aren't? Like, so like a classroom is mixed of being online and in person at the same moment? It's kind of interesting. Yeah, I think our college here was in session for 1 week, and then they had 35 cases or something, and then they closed it down. There's a university here. Why is my bobbin thread pulling out from underneath there? I've never seen it do that before. It does on a home machine, but it never does on my industrial. Like under though, like say you're scrolling through your feed, Sydney, and you know you're just like looking through your feed and it has the person's name and then it usually says location, like where they're at if they have one. Under right there, I wish I could get rid of that location and just put what the person is, so I don't have to click their profile, you know. especially if you follow a hashtag. So you'll see the hashtag and the person's name. It would be kind of nice to see a little more. I didn't plan these X's. I just kind of let them fall wherever. Like I said, this is just an experiment, you know. All right, so here is my, okay, so I go white and then I go red. I feel like I should know more about the flag than I do. Anyone else feel that way? Oh, by Patterns by Mason? Hey, Nicole. I have never heard of that person. Interesting. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, right, Sydney, exactly. Hello, Atrinka. Yes, a flag. I am making a flag. I have never had a flag. I have never flown a flag, I don't think, besides being a Girl Scout. And I'm getting kind of pumped up for election season. I'm trying to be like excited, you know what I mean? So this is my excitement. I literally have 3 neighbors. But I don't care. It's gonna make me happy every time I pull up and see it. Maybe I'll no, I wouldn't hang it in my car. I don't adorn my car with anything. I was just thinking today that I should probably put my Butte Strong sticker in the window because just because I really feel strongly about that one, because that's like a post campfire like a solidarity type of thing, and I just never put mine because I kind of cherished it. They were really hard to get at first, and so I cherished mine and I didn't know where I was going to put it. But maybe I'll put it in I saw it on someone's car when we were driving in today. I was like, I'm going to put mine on my car. Mostly on but hands-on clones that are cryo-state. Oh, like labs and things like that, Eliza. Yeah, I saw that, Barbara, but have you ever tried to do that? It's really, I haven't tried it in, I have to say, like, years. The location thing, like changing your location for mood. It does mark a location on the map, I'm pretty sure. And I tried it once. I could never even mark my business before. And then I learned that's because if you don't have it set up as a location in Facebook, it won't take. So maybe they've changed it, and maybe that location is set up differently, because maybe I could do that. Maybe I could just set up my own location and it just says something like so live, and then underneath it like my little byline. I would totally do that. I wouldn't want it to get hijacked though. I'm gonna look into that. Yeah. The day before I changed to fall stuff. Oh. I mean, you know, there's the there's a lot of things to do on our porch, right? Aw. Yeah, exactly. I love picturing when someone says things like that, like, my husband came home mad, or my daughter came home mad, or saw that and they got mad. I always picture, I don't know why, but I always picture like a kid from a little book, you know, like stomping. When you know that's not how they were. They were probably like, yo, why did we blah, blah, blah. You know, they probably are very reasonable. But I always picture some little kid, and if it's like someone's kid, I always picture them like throwing down their backpack. Yeah, right, Sydney? Exactly. See, that's what I worry about too, is like, because before a long time ago, when that location thing, if you were to say, you know, your location is feeling ecstatic, it would be actually still a place they marked on the map, and not a real location, but they had to mark something on the map. And then other things could be marked there that maybe you don't really want to be tied with. So, and also I think like before you couldn't tag a location unless you were standing in that location. So I didn't want to tag it. Whereas like now you can, like if your vacation pictures, you can say, oh, this was at Big Ben or this was at the London Eye. You can actually go back and tag it, you know. All right, I'm going to switch to the iron. I'm going to iron this. Just whizzing along here. Oh, I need this probably. Maybe. Move my microphone. So I have to now move it. Oh, she really did. That's hilarious. I don't know why that's what I picture. I think I get a little, I always exaggerate everything a little bit, you know, like as far as animation goes. All right, so let's set this up here. So I went to the fabric store. You can really see the difference in these tone, right? This is so bright. This one's so bright and this one's so like creamy. I went to the fabric store because, you know, Cricket has her first job and it's at a candy store. And I was like, oh, I can make you a jelly bean face mask or one with candy. And she was like, yeah, that'd be awesome. And then I looked, you guys, okay, so I am a chronic person that gets rid of stuff, you know, like it's kind of an infamous thing in my family. My mom hates it. And when I moved, do I want to open up the seams? I'm going to open them up. When I moved here and closed Chicken Boots, I really got destashed a lot of stuff. And I used to have this really big stash of photorealistic foods from making pie pin cushions a long time ago. And so I had blueberries and cherries and, you know, whatever. Ones I really liked. And on a lark, I had a couple of novelty ones like jelly beans. But I never used them. It'd been years since I'd made a pie pin cushion. I didn't know I was going to make it into a pattern when I got here. And I got rid of it. And so I mistakenly thought I had that fabric. And then when I went to the fabric store, they didn't have anything like that. They had trees and wood grains and water and pebbles, you know, stuff like that. But they didn't have any food. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait a minute. I thought that was just a natural fabric section in a quilting store. You know? Am I naive? So I got her a few other things, and they're fine. I got her like Dr. Seuss and some other kid ones because she's going to come across some kids. But when I sent her a picture of my fabrics, I actually, like, while I was pulling out some fabrics for her, I was like, oh, I'm going to make her a couple seasonal ones for her work, you know, like a Halloween one and a Christmas one. And I pulled out this jack-o'-lantern print that I made a Halloween shirt out of last year, which I forgot about. And it was off to the side in the picture, you know, with all the other fabrics I'd laid out. And she was really sleepy when she saw it, and she was like, okay, I'll take the blueberry one and the angry mushrooms. Well, the angry mushrooms. And I went back and looked at the picture, and I'm like, what does she think are angry mushrooms? And she was talking about this jack-o'-lantern print that was like upside down and off in the corner. And I was like, you mean the jack-o'-lantern? I'm like, wait a minute, you're working in a candy store. Why would you even want angry mushrooms? She's so funny. I still made her one, but now I want to see an angry mushroom fabric. Like, what are they angry about? You know? Okay, why is this not opening up? Isn't this maddening watching someone do this? Oof. Any quilters out there? I don't mind tips. You know me, I am not a quilter, really. I'm getting there, though, huh? I'm doing better. it's almost lining up. Okay, I'm feeling confident about my pattern right now, but we'll see. All right, angry mushrooms. I don't get it. I gotta find some backing for my duvets. I'm kind of excited. Did I say I'm doing that next week? What did I say I'm doing next week on the schedule? What? Oh, napkins. I'm doing my napkins. All right. It's an angry shroom story. Right? I'm a nervous talker, Ray. Don't you know that? I'm not really an entertainer. I'm just a nervous talker. When people learn that I get really nervous going to do things, like go to a party or go to a doctor's appointment or whatever, they're like, but you're so great with people and you're so outgoing. And I'm like, yeah, that's my nervous habit. Like, I'll put off going to the fabric store for weeks. And then I get there and I'm like, it's totally fine. Like, no one's bugging me. I don't know why. It's not rational. Please. They're nice people. It's just a nervousness. The virus is not making it any better because I haven't seen people. You know? I'm not socialized. And I blurt weird things and I say funny things. You guys probably don't believe me, but it's true. I'm a blurter. You guys will meet me one day and you'll be like, wow, she's really awkward. Okay. Oh, this is harder to do sideways. I think finger pressing it helps a little bit, of course. There we go. Oh, okay, I want to do an sewing elastic to a waistband video. I want to do the French seam on sleeves. I'm actually kind of really enjoying video editing, so it's kind of nice to have a few extra ideas. Oh, nice, Sydney. Ooh, that'll be great. You can get to use it right away and try it out. I know you are here for that, Ray. Picture Ray with the popcorn. Ooh, Liza. Yeah, I'm thinking leftovers from my husband's Fairfield shirt is going to be some good napkins. I think I have fabric for way too many napkins. I'm sure you guys already knew that. How does that feel sticky right there? Is it the fabric? I think this print kind of makes it drag. But I kind of want to, do some experiments. I really want to make sure I don't have to iron them. I don't mind rumpled. I just don't want, like, the hems to be crumpled, and then they're just like half the napkin they need to be. So, oh, cool, Megan. These are not napkins. This is going to be a little wall hanging for my mailbox. Wall hanging for my mailbox. I guess that makes sense. My neighbor across the street from me, they've been trying to sell their house since before we bought ours. We didn't look at it. It was way too out of our price range. But the house is really cool. It has a mother-in-law unit and has this 800 square foot screened in porch. Kind of think Spanish style. So it's like concrete with screen and arches on the sides that are all screened in between the two unit, the house and this mother-in-law. So you've got this huge outdoor area to hang out in. It's got horse stables and quite a bit of property. And they, it's going to take a unique buyer, and they finally have a buyer. So they're doing a moving sale right now. And I was so scared to tell my husband that they were having a moving sale because I saw a tractor out there. And he did look into it. I was like, oh no. It would make clearing all the brush a lot easier, but you know, it's like $13,000 for a tractor. I'm like, you're not getting that right. He's like, no. Hey Michelle, how's it going? God, you guys got those packages quick, man. That's pretty good. I sent those last Saturday. Nice. I'm really glad that they're arriving. I haven't, Sydney. Where's the fabric store? You love the theme of napkins? Cool. I know. I'm kind of... What I think I should do, honestly, is experiment. It might have to be a 2-stream. Like, I don't want to rush it, you know? Because I've been really concerned about them being crumpled and stuff. All right, let's go over here. Turn that and turn you. So paranoid I'm going to burn the inside of my arm again like I did, you know? Michelle just got the, Michelle, didn't she just get the little, like, how many bin-bins did she sew prize? So it was just like a little something, something. Hubby waited till you start, oh man. Let me know if you miss anything, right? I'm sorry, I just saw Eliza. All right, these two go together. These two, okay, so let's put this together. Okay, wait. Yeah, it goes to this end. I do know what this is not the fabric. This is the fabric. How do I want these to go? Like this? I probably don't even have a choice. Yeah, okay, good. I didn't plan the way this diagonal goes, but I'm really glad that it goes this way. Fabric or fabric. So the ones I got, I can show you what I have because I got some yarn dyed fabrics. Oh, I probably should have set the other side up. I'll go get mine. They're just sitting right here. Like I have a lot. Hello, Louise. You're on holiday? Nice. Good for you. So here's the fabrics I have. So this I made, this was my husband's shirt right here. That's just both sides of it. So we all saw enough of that, right? And then I have all these, and so these have the loose stitches. You can see that. So I may line these with something. Maybe one of the, like these two can go together so that they're two-tone. And maybe just do these to themselves. These are damasks, right? Damasks or jacquard. Damask or jacquard? This is jacquard and this is damask, right? This is smooth. The other side looks almost identical. It's just like this has more red and this has more white. And then this one, it's more raised a little bit. So I didn't know what these would look like. And see, like this one has the blue stitching on the green. This one has the yellow stitching on the green. So I didn't know what these look like in person. I had bought these blind on the Stone Mountain and Daughter site. And I couldn't be more pleased though. They're beautiful. My napkins that I love the most have been ones I made, and they were yarn dyed plaids. And then what I did was I did a really narrow zigzag around the perimeter, and I fringed the ends. And so those never needed ironing. So maybe at the end of the stream today, I'll do a couple of experiments so I can wash them before next Saturday, you know? Winter flannel kit. Oh gosh, are you doing Minky? You are a glutton for punishment. You got a Christmas table runner. Nice. Did you finish yours? I thought you were sewing one. All right. This one goes here. I love it when my trial, like I've never sewn my pattern that I created. It wasn't rocket science to make this one, but you just, like, always the simple patterns are the ones that give you trouble, you know? I love it when things match up like that. I mean, that right there, that being off, that's just my seam allowances there. All right, so now we have these two. So now this is the moment of truth. Because my bottom, these, I couldn't cut quite wide enough. Yeah, I just almost panicked there. Okay, let's see. Let's see, which side do I line up? Shoot, so it's this side that I have to cut short because I need the white there. And that's the side that I hoped I would get to cut this side off. So I didn't think about that. But if you're not using a fat quarter, you're fine, you know? Nope, you gotta finish it, okay. Yeah, me too, Glenn. How's it going, little Glenn? Fabric market or fabric store. I wonder who it was, Michelle. I feel like I have heard of someone who specializes in linens. It might come to me. I just saw a post from them. I think I got a newsletter from them, actually. I just got one from IC Fabric, but they specialize in really gorgeous colors, very autumnal colors of knits and things. I have never ordered from them either. All right, there's one. Oh, that looks pretty good. I like that. Oh, with shaggy edges. Okay. Oh, you don't have to answer the phone or read emails. Good job, Louise. That sounds great. My husband was saying, "Hey, let's go camping at the end of the month," and but it's so smoky. I'm like, okay. Oh, this one actually might fit. This is my, I don't know if you can see it, but those are all selvages right there. And this one, at least the selvages are at that end. So if I have to trim it down, it's going to get trimmed down. I think that stripe's going to be crooked. What do you guys think? It's fine. All right, let's iron these. And then I'm gonna also cut out the backing. I hope my canvas is big enough. Blackbird. Yeah, they just sent me something. Whoa, Sydney. Dang. That's, you know, I got an email from Hearts, and they sent me a package yesterday. So Megan, the Hudson pants are on their way, first of all. And you know, they're in Santa Cruz, and Santa Cruz has been pretty impacted with fires right now. And so some of their staff have been evacuated. None of the staff have lost homes. I think some might be still evacuated, but they didn't lose their home. And we were talking, and I really feel for those folks, because like Santa Cruz is a really high dollar area. It's just one of those really highly desirable towns. And like Cricket would love to move there. It's kind of a good mix of where she grew up, but not so like a certain way. Like it took a little more balanced. And it has a university there and stuff, and it's close to a lot of things. But after a fire, that place, the real estate is going to go crazy. It's gonna price those people that lose their homes out of living there, and they've, you know, even if they've lived there all their life, unless they want to rebuild, if they're allowed to, you know, it's really a bummer. Did I do that vertical seam? Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, you like that? That's pretty cute. I like this one. I like the way this turned out. I like the faces. Sorry, it's a little bright. It's really bright. Sorry, guys. Megan's probably like, my eyes. Let's just do this. Just ignoring all those threads. Otherwise, I might pull my hair out. Usually I press seams one direction. I don't know why I decided to press these open. Probably because it's a small project and it's kind of satisfying. This is flannel right here. It doesn't matter. This one has the dots. Oh, this brightness. Oh, really? Atrinka? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, it got really close. My husband's, one of his employees is evacuated. One of the people I game with online, he's evacuated. I was like, oh, wow. It's crazy. Okay, where's my canvas? I brought it over here. Yeah, and I just know, like, for my parents, well, this thing's tiny and wobbly. If I'm going to use a tiny one, I might as well get a non-wobbly one. I used to store that other one under my wool mat right here. The steam eventually warped it. Yeah, right, Sydney, exactly. West Coast is all just kind of crazy. I'm going to turn down the brightness. It's just too much. I was sewing something that was really dark yesterday. Plus the contrast is really high up. That's a little... What's the neutral? I can't figure out the neutral. The number, the middle number is 130. It's like the weirdest number. You know? Why isn't it 0? You know, and then you go down or up. There's a little stain on this, but I don't really care. I'm not going to do batting, so I'm just going to put a little bit of this inside just as something. Maybe I could make it the backing. Well, no, I'm not going to do the backing. I would just switch to my pattern table, but I didn't set up my cameras on there, and I don't want you to see my mess on there, honestly. Yeah, this is cute. I'm excited. Put this one, it's a little, oh, it's so bright. I'm going to turn it down some more. It looks like the exposure's off. Let's see. Let me try and... That's a little more tolerable. This camera is not as reliable. Yeah. Her dogs and family are okay? That's great. Yep, exactly. Nothing cheap there. Ah, thanks, Megan. Oh, I know, right? Yeah, you guys want to see that flaw? Oh my gosh. Is it this one here? No, it's the other one. Here it is. Wait. What? Where'd it go? Was it just there and I didn't see it? Oh, there. No, there it is. Look at that. Now you can't see because I lightened it up. Full on fabric flaw, though. It's my Charlie Caftan. Oh, but, oh, this is the, yeah, this is the, of course it's the front. Yeah. This right here backing is just a, it's actually a stretch canvas. I just want some, I'm not sure this is going to be my backing, but it's the inside. Look, it doesn't even fit there. Turn it. I am, Sydney. I wanted to do a tutorial on just doing that little bodice panel with the gathers going into it, you know? And so I thought, you know, I'm just going to make myself one out of this fabric I've been kind of holding on to. So, yeah, that's what that is. And I decided to put the back panel on the bodice panel on the front and the back as an experiment so that the back has some shape. So I'll let you know how that goes. I could finish that today after streaming, after this is done. I am streaming until Michael gets here. We carpooled today. All right, so where's my mat end? Right there. Yes, I'm winging it. Yeah, anywhere that's been affected by fires, the house prices will just go crazy. And it's already so crazy here because of all the fires and because it's just the nature of it here. My parents they looked out of the area. They looked in Oregon and Washington because that's where my sister lives. And it was hard, it's already such an emotional time when you're going through that. And then to face the idea of leaving somewhere you've lived your entire life, it's really hard to make that call. For some people, it's like, they're like, I'm done. I'm leaving. So everyone goes through a different thing when they go through that. And everyone has their own unique experience. I wouldn't have blamed my parents at all for leaving, but I was really glad they stayed. Because I felt like not staying in this area forever until the fire, and now I don't feel like I can leave. I just want to be somewhere where people have gone through that. I love that the flag's right side up for you guys, but it's upside down for me. The napkins these aren't napkins, this is a wall hanging, Megan. Did I really cut that far off? I'm gonna hang this in front of my house. So let's see. I want a backing, but what do I want? Do I want to do 2 flags? I have some leftovers. Like, I bought this, but it was just a little too much, since all the rest of my stripes weren't very realistic. But I could maybe do the back of one of these. I don't think I have enough. Maybe of this one, maybe? Oh, no, I don't. Dang. I could piece this together. Maybe? Maybe? Oof. That's a big oof. I think we should look and see how bad my, how bad does my pattern table look? Oh, it looks really bad. The camera's not even activated. We'll stay here. Do I make 2? Do I make 1? Do I make 2? Do I make 1? I was just going to make it front and back. Does it say napkin in the title of this? Oh my gosh. I thought I said ornamental flag. Yeah. That's so funny. I do have napkins on the agenda next week. Oh, nice, Maribel. Yeah, you can use the binding if you want. I mean, I just use a piece of scrap binding. A scrap binding. That binding is kind of embarrassing that I sent that all to you guys, because that binding was used as a prop in a video, so it's not even like that well sewn together. Like, I just sewed it together really quick just to get the video done really quick. And yeah. I'm just gonna go for this and I am flirting with disaster here, the way I'm cutting this thing out. Are we surprised? Doubt it. Okay, so there's one. And now I'm going to cobble something together for the back of this one. It's okay, Megan, no worries. Keeping me on my toes, I see. What is that? Is that a fade line right there? No comment. You're literally watching me wing it. There we go. Ooh, wait a minute. Can I? Oh. Oh, gosh. Oh, look at that. No one will know. Okay, but I need some pins. Look at that. You can't even tell on the camera. Now I just need to sew it well. Sorry I'm doing this all on my iron camera, you guys. Maybe I can match up the dots a little bit. So if anyone new joining, this I don't normally make like wing things this badly, but it's just a surprise stream. I've been talking about making one of these, so I just thought I would do it with you guys, you know? Oh crap, I just ruined my blade. Wow. That pin sticking out from there. Rip. Alright. Okay, so now let's see what my seam allowance is here. So that I have barely any seam allowance right there. Here. I have this right here. So if I add a 1/2 inch to that crease, maybe we can get it to line up. Yes, I did just eyeball that. Man, this blade was so good too. Just ruined it. All right. That's my backing for this one. I just want these. I'm gonna leave this here. Oh, I didn't change the microphone. Sorry, guys. Hopefully that was okay. I'm close to it, so maybe that helps. People have asked for pattern matching before. I don't think that's what they meant, but where's my, oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, dang, is it already almost 1 o'clock? No? Okay. My husband just came and picked me up. Where am I going to put a flag on this? I don't know. Or label on the flag? I don't think I will. Right, Sydney, exactly. Okay, so, do I quilt it? Well, let's sew this together right here. Let's see here. This is how it was, right? Like this? Yeah, like that, right? Oof, that is like no seam allowance right there. Well, I'm gonna try and do at least something. And then maybe we can top stitch it down right there. I may have a cut in there too. Do you guys see that? And now I'm gonna pivot. That. Let's see. Ooh, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, that's not too bad. Look at that. I have a little cut in the fabric. I don't know if you can see that. No one will ever know. Because you guys aren't going to tell anybody, right? Okay. There we go. There's my back. So let's see. So let's finish one of these. I'm gonna finish this one because I like this one more. And it's not bad though, huh? Yeah. Let's get all these threads out of here. So this is gonna act as kind of my batting. You know, I'm not gonna put batting in here. I think if you wanted to make something like this and it wouldn't fade in the sun, the thing to do is to get some outdoor fabrics. You can't just get just any old outdoor fabrics, but you can find some that are going to be less apt to fade in the sun. And synthetics are kind of a great place to start for that. Do I want to put that patched piece like right here? It's down here. I think does it really matter? I don't think it really matters. And now I'm gonna kind of figure out a fake quilting thing. Okay, so I love that you're all impressed by that. It turned out pretty good. Sometimes you just get lucky. There's a cut in the fabric right here. It's a little tiny hole. But yeah, that turned out pretty good. Yes, Megan, they really are. I haven't shopped at Seattle Fabrics in a while, but I think that would be one of the good places to start because I think they have a pretty good big selection of outdoor specific fabrics. And I personally would probably pick something like a Cordura, like a lightweight Cordura, something like 300 denier or less. And then that way, because then it won't be too hard to sew. And make sure, most of them always have something called like a kiss coat on the back so that they won't get unravelly either, because those things can unravel like a Dickens. So you kind of want to get something that's not going to do that. Like ripstops and stuff like that, those nylons. They're kind of too lightweight, but if you're making the windsock, you could do that. I'm going to bind it, of course, Elizabeth. Yeah, and yeah, Karen, I was about to say rain shed. So I love the rain shed, and you have to put in the in front of them. I've shopped from them for probably like 15 or 18 years now. They went through an ownership change this year, and I haven't ordered since then, so I don't really know what their inventory looks like and if they've decided to do any changes specialty-wise. But I really love them as a resource, and it's very personal too, so if you call and talk to them, they'll really help you through. And they have a lot of really great like information that teaches you why you want something that's this kind of rating or geared towards if it's gonna touch salt water or not. Things that you probably, if you're kind of new to sewing outdoor stuff, it doesn't cross your mind, and then you're like, oh, I didn't even know that these zippers are going to corrode in salt water. I can't use these near my boat, because even if they're not going to get dunked, if they're near the salt water, their eventual corrosion will ruin it. And so they kind of give you these little things like, this is why this is this way. And it's not a super sophisticated format, but the information's really good. I really appreciate it. I mean, the fact that you're putting that much information on there, it's really hard to make it all that sophisticated without a huge budget, you know? Yeah, and they have swatch sets, totally, Karen. I love those swatch sets. I've bought a few of those. From left to right corners. I need some pins. I need my pins. You just gonna chill here, babe? Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll just finish this one up. I don't have a binding picked out though, but I do have a few here. This one actually looks better than I thought it would. And I have this black and white polka dot. Why Why is my camera so bright? I feel like I'm blinding you guys. Does that help? There you go. I have this batik too, which could be good. I really toned that down, that brightness, huh? I need blue. Yeah, I think that blue would look nice. And I have a lot of that. So the other thing I want to do though is add the hardware so I can hang it, you know? And then, I want to add a pocket so that I can put a dowel in at one end. I'm just going to pin that like that and then do this. And maybe you know, I'll just do that. I think that'll work. I don't know if that's wide enough though. Okay, so maybe I'll do this for my dowel pocket. That way, I'm going to put a couple of ribbons here and put my hardware on there. And then if I put a little dowel in there, it'll stay stiff across the edge and then it'll just hang, you know? It sounds like I thought this through, but clearly I'm winging it still. Okay. So I'm gonna put this about right. So if my binding is here, I think I'm gonna put this edge like right there. Folding it. All right, here we go. Nope, I don't want to do that. I need to hem this. I didn't even backstitch, did I? All right, so let's hem this. We'll hem both ends. Now I'm going to center this. This maybe right here. Yeah, like that. It's an experiment. Stop sliding. I'm going to anchor it down. And then I'm just going to trim that excess off there. And that's my rod pocket. Right, Sydney, I know. That is kind of the worst part. I remember when I got my cat quilt ready for the, oh, stop sliding, the quilter. Okay, this isn't gonna work. I'm really close right there. I can bind this and that'll be fine. It'll be fine. I think I have enough room for a little dowel. And then put this hardware right there. think like, let's see, do I really care about the color? I think I'm gonna do the blue because we're gonna do the blue binding. Those blues just don't look good together. I'm gonna do tan. All right. These will be my little loops. I think I'm gonna double them. I don't think I need to sew it though. I'm just gonna do this. Woo! There's one. Slippery. Yeah, I probably should iron my quilt too before I do that next step. I also realized, like, I can't remember if I was going by a duvet size or a quilt size. I'm a little nervous. I need to make sure they're gonna fit my duvets. All right, so let's just position these like maybe right here and here. Oh, I should have quilted it first, huh? Dang. You guys, I'm a noob. I think I just won't quilt it with the backing on it then. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to think. Wait, could I still? Maybe. So I just want to maybe stitch down like every second stripe, right? I don't want to go overboard. So I would do this one, this at the end of every white one. Or at the top of every white one. Okay. Doesn't matter then. Let's see. Should have waited for this though. Yeah, that's true, Megan. I could just add a border if it's too small. I was thinking that too, and I keep forgetting that because I actually wasn't keen on that idea, and then I saw, was it you, Sydney, that put a border on yours, or maybe Nancy did it? It was really good. I liked it a lot. I felt like it finished it, you know? Whereas before I thought it might detract from it. Just do the white stitch. I'm not gonna do it, Ray. I'm not gonna take it out. I'm winging this. It's gonna get destroyed in the sun. It is not heirloom. I don't have to hold all my sewing precious, you know? All right, let's just do it. Just gonna go for it. Only you guys know. You are instigating. I expect nothing less from you. Sometimes this machine doesn't really like to stitch in the ditch. But today it's actually kind of grabbing it and doing it. Really need some more space here. You know, on the back it actually looks okay. The back doesn't know You were planning to put a border on yours? Oh, it was Eliza. Yeah, it was Eliza's. Yeah. I thought that looked really good. Oh, you have some that matches pro, but it's polymix. Oh, see, that's why I'm changing mine out, because our duvet covers are poly mix. I just feel icky. Oh, thick velvet. Wow. Velvet, man. I'm not a fan of sewing velvet either. All right. Do I do a round? I think I'm going to do a round. I have my binding sitting there, so it's taking up some space next to my tools. Right there. I could do the diagonals. Oh, that's already been done. Oh, maybe it's good I did the top of the white. Oh, look at that. I got stitching on blue. See? There we go. Ooh, did you see how it turned yellow just now? It's funny. I may have the auto saturation on right now. Or something. It doesn't like reds lately. I re-recorded the collar stand video and the yoke video. It was all edited. It's all uploaded. It's ready to publish. And I just couldn't do it. Like, the camera did not like the pinks. She's all about texture. I'm like, that's cute. All right, so now I'm ready to bind. And I'm going to switch my thread color. Yeah, that'll be great. Did you ever have the, when my daughter was born, someone gave her this weird little, like, weird meaning because it was really small. It was like a little polar fleece blankie, but it had like 20 tags sewn to it on the edges, like ribbons. And they said, like, you know, their kid really liked the feel of the ribbons and stuff. Cricket never really got into it, but that reminds me of that, like those textures, you know. I can't remember what I made this binding for. Now my camera is really dark. It's really yellow. Did I change the saturation? Wait, let's see. Oh yeah, the saturation's kind of weird. The over teething? Really? I think I know what you're talking about. It wasn't that. Oh, that's cool, Sydney. So nasty. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna start right here. I'm gonna start on the back, like I do. I'll start right here. And I'm gonna finish threading my machine. I'll put up the little pattern I used today, just in case there's a few other folks out there. I'll put it at the end when I'm done. Why is the coloring so weird right now? Huh. So weird. I don't know what's going on. The color is really weird right now. Huh. Oh well. It's very yellow. What the heck? Michael Miller fabrics are fine. They're just like a regular, I'm sure you've used some of them before. I can't click that. I'm gonna try that. I used to use a lot of Michael Miller fabrics. I used to have them as a vendor. Then they just got really heavily into juvenile prints, and it just didn't really work for me anymore. I didn't need a lot of kitty prints. Kitty as in child, you know? So I haven't used them knowingly in a bit, but I'm sure I have. Like, they're very common. Yeah. So I'm kind of looking at my other side to make sure I'm catching all the layers there, because I know that I'm a little off over here, so I'll need to trim that. Why is this all twisted? Alright, see right here. See that edge? Oh, why is it always the seam on the corner like that? You know? Alright, here's all my start stops though. I don't like those creeping in there. Get that out of there. That's the most annoying thing for me, for this machine. All machines do it, but I just don't like it how it does that. It's like it folds back on itself and gets in there, and it looks really messy. You know, well, no, I was gonna say I didn't take into account the stripe width for this, but I did, because it's still 1/4 inch seam allowance, so it's fine. Megan, that's not helpful. I like the, I'm gonna look for something like a Cloud 9 or an art gallery fabric for the back of mine, because I want something kind of smooth and cool. And they tend to use like poplins. I just don't want to find something too tightly woven, because I want it to have air circulation. I actually think I have to move that. Maybe that'll be okay actually. All right, we're back at the beginning. Move this out of the way. Trim my corners up a little bit. Last stitch. You like Tulip Pink, but she used too much pink. Well, she does all kinds of colorways. It's probably the store you buy from. They favor pink, and then they buy all her pink colorways. Because she usually has a purple and a blue that she likes as well. Hey, Eliza. We were just talking about how we like the border you added to your jelly roll. Oh, look at the. Why is that changing to so yellow? This happened to us once before, but I checked that and it didn't do that. I'm just gonna check one more time. I promise that's it. I don't know why. I need to move this. Sorry guys, there's something going on there. Yeah, that green. Yeah. Tulip green, exactly. All right. Here we go. Here's my all. I hope this fits under my mailbox. My mailbox is about to fall over, so maybe this will help me fix it now. I can spend a little attention on it, you know? revamp it. With the new tractor that my husband's gonna buy. He's sitting in the next room. I like Tula Pink a lot. We had almost every season we had hers in the line, but there were a couple I was like, nope, like raccoons. I don't like raccoons. And so I didn't do that one. And there were a couple others, but we did some of her, like we did the Elizabeth line, which I really thought was fun. Did a bunch of hers. I also liked Joel Dewberry. And, ooh, is Joel Dewberry the one who did the frogs with big, huge raindrops? And the frog had a little fly in its belly? I'm trying, right? You got a unicorn and dragon from, that's cool. At least you'll know where to find the kitties, Sydney. Your kiddo must love having kittens. I don't think I realized you had a kiddo, and that must be so. It's like a babysitter. Kitty party with a wand, totally. I love it when the seam ends up on the corner. Said nobody ever. Okay. This actually is turning out pretty good. I'm not going to like hide that I'm a little surprised. Sometimes those projects you wing turn out okay. Alright, so make sure I don't hit that hardware under there. Funnily, I know from experience that this kind of hardware, sometimes your needle will just go right through it. Not always, but it is kind of surprising if you've ever hit it and then your needle just goes through and it's fine. Like, the needle's not fine, but like the fact that you didn't break it is pretty astounding. And see, look, I have my long hair cat. Okay, yeah, it's the red. My camera is really hating on that red, isn't it? Let me put some blue on the screen there. I think something's up with this camera. Tough, we're just not going to sew red. But the other camera's pretty good. Doo-doo-doo. Yay! Alright, so then I have my rod pocket right here so that, let's see. I've even done I've used like a chopstick even for that. I wasn't sure if I'd need it, but it doesn't seem like I would need it by holding it right here. I wasn't sure if it would buckle at all, but this is actually, with that canvas and the binding in there, it's enough, and it's not very big. So that worked out. But it does give it a nice convenient way to hang this, and I don't really need that. I think I sewed this 3 times, so that's probably okay. This ribbon, you would want to definitely sew it a few times across, not just the one, because it will just shred and fall out. Yeah, it turned out pretty good, huh? Sorry the colors are all funky on the camera. This camera's better. Except it does the weird thing on the polka dots. Okay, well, thanks for joining me today, you guys. That was fun. So next weekend I'm going to do the napkins, and I'm going to think about that because, like I said, I really want to make some that don't crumple in the laundry. Someone gave me a hint in one of the comments of one of those streams when we talked about it, and I think she said it depended on which side you sewed first. But I can't quite remember what they said, and I need to investigate that a little bit. I've searched many times on secrets to sewing napkins. So I'm going to look into it a little further. Maybe I'll do a few tests and I can have something by Saturday, because I think zigzagging and fraying the edge can work on some of those, not all of them. And then I may line them as well. I'd have to make sure I did the same cross and length grain so the shrinkage is fine. It wasn't on Instagram. It was actually a YouTube comment. I remember that. Yeah, exactly, Eliza. It might. I'm thinking if I hang it under the mailbox, that'll help a little bit. You know? So yeah, that's my... I'm in this domestic mode, you guys, and you're along for the ride. Have a great rest of your vacation, Louise. Only 4 hit the like button. That's okay, Megan. It's okay. But thank you. Appreciate that. I have 10. It shows 10 on my screen. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. So, have a great weekend. I'm still busy working on some videos and projects and things and a plan and some pattern ideas right now. So, I just do it at the beginning now. So, let me know what you guys are up to, and I will see you guys on Saturday, same time, same place. You can sew whatever domestic project you're working on. And have a great week, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.